I'm Malcolm Kohlhagen, and my property here at Colin Gully is named Truro. And yeah, so the family's been here since 1905. I really enjoy cropping. There's something about satisfaction that you get from sowing a seed and watching it develop into a full-grown plant and then getting the reward at harvest time. Our first Kotzur silo was purchased by my father in 1967. He purchased two at that time, and the interesting part is we're still using those silos every year, and I find that quite amazing. And they look as though they're going to be serviceable for quite a number of years yet. Over the years, we've added silos. Every now and again, we've been progressively adding some, and as I guess the scale of farming's increased, the size of the silos we've been putting in has increased as well. What I like about Kotzur silos, I guess, is one, they're well built. As I mentioned earlier, the purchases back in the 60s are still being used, and so we like longevity in the things we purchase. We don't like to just buy it and have to throw it in the scrap heap in a few years' time because it's either rusted out or wasn't built heavily enough in the first place. I see the silos as an investment in the future of this farm, and it's something that I'm not putting up for the next 2 or 3 years. It's for the next 30 or 40 for my son Adrian and maybe his children.
I guess, yes, there's been quite a shift over time to farmers storing a lot more grain on farm themselves, and I guess a big part of the advantage of that is being able to market grain throughout the year. It also gives you the opportunity to blend grain and sell grain that was perhaps not meeting specifications at the time. And you're able, especially with our barley, we're able to tap into the domestic market without going through the centralised system.
One of the biggest change I've seen, I think, is the ability to seal the silos for fumigation. That's probably the biggest change that I've noticed, and that's become very important to us. Some of the older silos that weren't fitted with roof vents or top closing, lids that close from the ground, those sort of things, we've been able to source them from Kotzurs and retrofit to the older silos just to make them more efficient and just better silos. I think Kotzurs have been successful because they've listened to what farmers want, and so the way they've designed their silos, bringing in things like the ability to aerate them as well, those sort of things have been a big step forward. We've been very well looked after over the years, and they've been a quality product, as I talked about previously, that when you're getting a quality product, we tend to stick to it.